Okay, my loves, I have no fucking clue what just happened. And so it looks like, yeah, I just don't know what happened. In 1 second, the entire like webinar panel, the control panel thing worked. I went on to, to Facebook, to YouTube to just check that my Wi-Fi was working, and it did. And so I have no idea what just happened. And so basically we went, and I know that we can just keep going. And I think some people were just thrown off. I was gone for several minutes, and so I'm kind of like impressed that some of you are still here, because that was like a big dropout, basically. And so, yeah, just let me know in the chat if you all were here for the previous bit, because then I know that we can just keep going from where we were at. So I'm just giving a moment for that to come in. And so I see more and more women come in by the second. And so those of you who are here now, first of all, fucking massive thank you for doing this. Okay, cool, you were here before. Amazing. Lucy, Cecil, Monique, Valina, amazing. Okay, sweethearts, thank you so much. Honestly, seriously, that is like never happened before, so I have no idea what just happened, because it was not a Wi-Fi thing. It was like the actual webinar software that just like decided to like go to the moon or something. So just massive thank you for that. Okay, you were thrown offline. Okay, amazing. 20 coming in. Okay, amazing. So we are gonna, what can I say? We're gonna keep going. We're gonna keep on going. Second key, macrocosmic orbit back. Yes. Amazing. Okay, sweetnesses, are you ready for key number 3? We're just gonna keep on going. Back again. Amazing. Amazing, amazing. Okay, cool. You're fucking warrior superheroes. I love you, Marina. Wow, your back must be my sexual blockage. I unconsciously blocked you, Ronja. Lol. Okay. So hopefully you have a bit more time, because now we just had a bit of a downtime thing. So amazing. Love you all. You're just rocking it. Okay, sweet. So as though nothing happened, just 1 sec. Let me just update here. Okay, so just as though nothing happened, okay, so key number 2. Key number 1, mastery of your breath. Key number 2, mastery of circulating, sublimating, and activating your sexual energy. And no, there were no practice in that, but I did go through some really amazing ways of circulating that sexual energy. Okay, so we're moving on to key number 3. And so key number 3 is, 1 second, let me put this into the chat as well. Thank you, Caroline. Oh, thank you, Bonk. Amazing. I love you guys. Key number 3 is mastery of sound, open pathway from your sex to your mouth. So we already experienced in key number 1 that when we relax this, then this relaxes as well. And so what is important to understand in this is that your experience creates the sound, and sound can also create the experience. So what I mean by this is when you are having sex or you're self-pleasuring, and especially if you're having sex and it's kind of like wild and you're moving a lot and maybe you're being pounded and it's like very physical, when you're turned on, even if it's subtle, when you just turn on and you're just like beginning to feel that arousal, and especially if you're having like ferocious lovemaking and you're being pounded, unless you've learned through suppression and perhaps trauma to just like shut that down, for most of us, when that happens, we're going to make sound and we're going to release that. It's going to be this pathway from our sex to our mouth and through the sound. Now, the cool thing about this is that you can actually create an experience by altering the way you sound. And we're going to experience this together. So depending on where you're at, if you're in a cafe or a public place, you might want to just do it a little bit quiet and subtle and not too loud. But if you're at home or somewhere where you can be in private, I would say I'm semi-private. I'm in a kind of co-working space, but I think they can handle it. It's very quiet around here. You can, go for it more. So what we're gonna do is that we're going to start with some deep breaths. I'm gonna just do this for number one. Number one is just some deep breaths. Number two is that we're gonna add some sound to it. And we're gonna add sound that's just like, it's just like sound, like releasing, like a sigh of relief kind of thing, which is also really nice. And then number three that we're going to do is that we're going to do sexy sounds. So we're going to just add a bit of that juice, a bit of that extra, kind of like the way you would sound if you were being pounded or if you were like feeling really turned on. And notice what happens in your body. Okay, so let me know yes in the chat if you're in for this. Let me know in the chat if you're in for this. What is the name of the video you mentioned? Oh yeah. I'll see if I can just Google. Let's see. Yeah, it's a really good question. Okay, so while you guys are typing in the chat, if you're in for this, let me just grab the name of that video for you as well. So here is the title of the video. So you can just search for this. You can just search for this on YouTube. Empaths. Okay, sweet. You're in. Amazing. I love you guys. Okay. Okay. So deep breaths, breaths with sound, and sexy sounds. We're just going to do a few breaths. It's going to be great. Okay. Last one. Like I said, I'm kind of in a semi-public space. I'm like going a little bit more quiet, but so how are you feeling now? What are you experiencing right now? How do you feel inside? Let me know in the chat. Roxana, if you just came back in, you might have come into the middle of that. Amazing. Yeah, what are you experiencing? The thing is that I did not feel turned on before I started doing this. And simply through doing this, a few breaths, I feel my pussy tingling. I feel my face kind of flushing. I feel more energy circulating through my body. So you can actually like play with this and ride this and actually invite this kind of level of sounding in a way that just opens your sexual energy so, so much. Let me know in the chat what you experienced here. Yes, my pussy is awakened. Have to be quiet. Exactly. Nice work, your man over to fixing toilet. Tingling high, pussy going on fire, energy stirring in my belly, having an orgasm. Okay, my work is done. I love you. Amazing. Okay. This chair is a bit squeaky. All right, so we're moving on. So lit up in my pussy and tingling, so much heat building, juicy with the sound. Cannot see the name of the video. Yes, I typed it. Here it is again. There you go, Marike. Okay, guys, so are you ready for key number 4? Pleasure, goosebumps, nice. I put this in the chat. One second. Too much yumminess. So Marike, I put it in the chat twice. It's called Empaths, How to Not Get Drained When Speaking to Other People. So there you go. Okay, loves. Key number 4 is horny as well. Nice. Movement together with expanded sensory experience and feeling bigger than your physical body. And this might be my favorite one. So one huge fucking mistake that I see so many people, so many women make, which is sad because we are so hardwired, soft-wired for pleasure. And if we don't do this, we're cutting ourselves off from like 90% of the pleasure that we can experience. Most of us just focus in on our physical body and usually focusing in on our genitals only. And when you do that, it's like you're accessing like 5% of what your capacity is. I'm making these numbers up, but you get the point. And so what I'm talking about is that when you are breathing, when you are making love, or even when you are in nature, when you are moving with music, allow the experience to make love to you. Allow the experience to enter you. So if you are dancing, say you go to ecstatic dance or you go out clubbing, and you feel that beat from the music, rather than just hearing it, feel it in your body and allow the sound vibrations to enter you as if the music is making love to you. And then from that space, allow the music to move your body. Allow yourself to be permeated, to be penetrable by the life experience, to be dive-inable. If you're in nature, then breathe in nature and feel everything around you. Right here, I can see, maybe you can see it. Hold on, let me just show you one moment. Outside the window right here, there is like the palm trees and the nature all around, and it's so beautiful to just like breathe with that and feel that. And if you are making love, and especially if you're making love to music, just feel that music. Look into your lover's eyes and feel him or her entering you physically, energetically, with their presence, with their eyes, with their love, and allow yourself to feel bigger than your physical body. And so when you're making love or when you're self-pleasuring, rather than just focusing on your within your skin and bones parameter, feel the existence. Breathe in the sounds, the smells, the light, the darkness, the touch, just allowing everything to move through you, to move as you. It's really, really beautiful to do this in light, outside, inside. I really love to be in darkness and just feel the darkness entering me. You can breathe with the elements and really be there with nature. There's so much more I could say about this, but I think you get the gist. And so feel that incredible permeability, bigger than your physical body. And you can do this in any moment right now. As you're sitting or laying down, feel your body, feel bigger than your physical body. Feel nature and the cosmos and the spiraling of the galaxies all around you, and just go into this so deeply. And so expanded sensory experience and feeling bigger than your physical body is such a key. And in the upcoming Sensual Bliss online course, we're also going to go into a cosmic orgasm practice, not just microcosmic orbit, but a cosmic orgasm practice. So that is key number 4. Let me know if this resonates for you, if this makes sense to you. Amazing. Marina, about your foot, ankle, and an injury, I would love to actually send you a specific video that's specific for you for this. And so if you just email me and to Ronja@ronjasebastian.com, and I will send you a link. It's not by me, it's by somebody else, but it's just like, it's speaking to exactly what you're going through. So just email me and I'll send it to you. Wet. Okay, amazing. Guys, you're amazing. Yeah, it resonates. Beautiful. Okay, so we have mastery of the breath, mastery of energetic activation, sublimation, circulation. We have our sounds connecting throat to sex. We have our expanded multidimensional feeling opening our sensory experience. Let me just, by the way, this is like an organic, I'm kind of addicted to this. Let's see. Yes, Rensky, exactly. When you bring this into lovemaking, then it just changes the game completely. I'm using you guys as a mirror right now. That was maybe a bit overkill, but there we go. Anyway, it has like amazing essential oils inside as well. So yes, beautiful. All right, so are you ready for key number 5? Okay, yes, getting yeses. I think my chat is maybe slightly delayed for me, but okay, getting a lot of yeses. Okay, so key number 5 is edging 2.0. Edging 2.0. It will become crystal clear what I mean by that. So first of all, I just first want to know, take a kind of like a pulse on the room. How many of you are familiar with edging before? The concept of edging when it comes to sex. Will it be a replay? The plan was there was going to be a replay, but we did have a technical cut-off. So it might be that just a replay from tomorrow's session is going to be available. I'm going to find out. I'm going to check. And if this was recorded all the way through, then yes. Otherwise, tomorrow's replay will be sent to you. But stay live for the, this sounds risky. Nice. Nice. Okay, so getting a lot of no's. Nope, not me. Nope, nope, no. No, not heard about it. Colleen, yes. Amazing. No idea. Okay, sweet. I'm excited. Amazing. Okay, sweet. Yes, love edging. Yes. Leonore, love edging. I have an idea, but not really sure. All of you will love it in a moment as well. So, edging. Let me first share about edging 1.0, or the way that most people do it. So, edging means that rather than the way most people have sex or self-pleasure, rather than building the sexual energy in such a way that you build the sexual energy in the genitals and you build it and build it and build it, you kind of go up towards a peak and then you have an orgasm and then the energy goes down. This is like the traditional, like building up male ejaculation, wee, and then down. Or for women, build it up, clitoral orgasm, wee, and then down. It's nice. It's kind of for beginners. But, and like, don't get me wrong, an orgasm is better than no orgasm, maybe. But edging kind of changes the game for this. So edging, as it is taught most widely, is that rather than going for 100% and exploding, peaking, and then the energy going down, you get to about maybe 60% or 80% or maybe 95%. You basically build up towards orgasm. You raise the sexual energy in your body, and then when you get close to that point, you chill out for a moment. You kind of like ease off, you slow down, you relax, and then you begin to build it again. And then you ease off, and then you build it again, and you ease off. And what happens when you do this is that you begin to ride these waves higher and higher. So rather than just going one wave, and then it's just like a peak and then down, you have this kind of movement. Hopefully you're all watching this with an image, not just a sound, because otherwise it doesn't make sense what I'm doing. You ride those waves higher and higher and higher. And now what edging 1.0, or the way a lot of people tend to do it, there is a danger in this. The danger with edging is that it can create tension in the body and even promote addiction. In other words, if you are building sexual energy only in your genitals and you're kind of like building it up and you're like rubbing your clitoris and you're building it up, and then you're like taking your hand off and you just pause and you like let it go down a little bit, and then you like build it up and you rub your clit, and then you like take your hand off and you pause a bit and you do that, but it's only focused in the genitals, then what happens is that can create overheating in the genitals. It is cut off from the rest of your body. And also that it can create this feeling of like, I just want more, more, more. It's like the next fix, more and more. It's almost like in porn, when people watch porn and it's like, oh, the next video, more and more and more. That is not the way to do it. So edging 2.0 is the surrendered, expanded version, incorporating all of the other keys. We're breathing fully and deeply. We're circulating the energy. We're opening with allowing sound. We're feeling bigger than our physical body. And so feel the difference between just rubbing your clit and then taking your hand off, rubbing your clit, taking your hand off, to touching your entire body. If you're making love, really focusing on the deep penetration, on your G-spot, on your cervix, opening way, way deeper. And then you build that in your whole body, and then you just slow down and you breathe and you allow yourself to move and to feel existence, and then you build it up again. And the way, when you do it like this and you have the more surrendered version of it, you can actually handle more energy because you have way bigger space, more bandwidth for this. You can handle a higher voltage of energy through your system because you're limitless, essentially. And so what happens when you do this is that your pleasure pathways, your energetic pathways, your circuitry in your body begins to open. And what happens when your inner circuitry opens like this is that when you have done this for some time, rather than going, oh, and then down, and you keep on expanding and you ride these peaks and valleys higher and higher, and you surrender and you relax and allow it to spread through your whole body and bigger than your physical body, is that over time with practice, you'll soon be able to sustain a higher degree of pleasure for minutes, maybe even hours, but for prolonged periods of time than you previously only had for a couple of seconds when you went for the peak orgasm. Let me say that again. Over time, you'll be able to have higher degrees of pleasure for longer periods of time than you previously had when you just went for that one peak. It's like orgasmic kung fu martial arts training. It's like Tai Chi. You're opening those energy pathways and you're just, you can just do so much more. It's amazing. And you do this together with a partner and you learn how to feel their energy. You can actually give this to, you can give a blowjob to somebody and practice edging. And not just focusing on the cock, not just focusing on the genitals or on the pussy if you're with a female partner, but you're giving that mouth love, you're giving that oral sex to their lingam, to their yoni, and also touching the rest of their body and touching in such a way that the energy spreads. And then you ease it off, you slow it down, you tune into where their energy is at, and you keep on building it in their entire body such that they are just vibrating everywhere. Whole other course, enlightened blowjobs. Love riding these waves. Short and sharp. Yes. How can men master edging? Relaxing, breathing, opening the energy pathways, energetic circulation. I mean, the how would take longer time to fully teach and master, but those are basically the keys. So not just being genitally focused, but focusing, but really, really, really opening. So much more. Amazing. Beautiful. Yeah, thank you so much for all your comments. I'm not going to read all of them out. Just bringing them up here for a moment, but I'm reading everything, and I'm also going to go back after to just see if there was anything I missed. But thank you so much. Love riding these waves. Yes. So that, my friends, is edging 2.0. Let me know if that all made sense. Let me know if that all made sense. Okay, beautiful. Okay, so next we are moving on to the #1 mistake even super orgasmic women make, and why pleasure can actually throw you off balance if you do not master this one key. So let me know if you are curious to know this. Yes, very clear. Thank you. Thank you, Luchi. Thank you, Barbara. Blushing. Yes, yes. So we're moving into the number one mistake. Marina, yes, you do breathe the energy, touch the body to spread the energy from the genitals. Yes, breath, intention, touch. There's so much more subtlety to this, but that is basically the gist of it. And surrender and feel bigger and just allow the energy to move through your entire body. Beautiful. Okay, my loves, so we're moving on. So this number one mistake that I see even orgasmic women make is to not know how to refine and balance and harmonize sexual energy. Because tell me this, if you've had this experience, you go to ecstatic dance and you're like blasted off and the music is amazing, you just like dance, or you even like do drugs and you have an amazing, or depending on the drugs, but you like, hopefully you have an amazing experience, but you feel super ungrounded. Or even like you have sex, especially if you've had the experience that you were like in the beginning of a relationship, or for whatever reason, you just have like really, really hot sex and you just feel like fucked open and everything is amazing, but you feel so ungrounded that it's like, you don't know how to like function anymore. You know, if you've gone to a tantra retreat, I think this is the number one thing that is, well, one of the things that is missing in a lot of tantra retreats or retreats that are working with sexual energies. Like you're blasted open, you're like ecstasy, I'm having like a peak experience, but you're a mess. Like you don't know what to do with it and you can't function. It's like, oh, you're so blissed out, but you can't make money. You're so blissed out, but you can't get things done. You're like feeling really blissed out, but you're totally off balance. Let me know if you recognize that experience. That experience comes from, okay, great, getting a lot of yeses. That experience, yes, feeling super high, but super fucking ungrounded. That experience comes from a lack of knowledge about how to refine and balance and harmonize sexual energy. And so what this comes down to is a practice of learning how to balance what in the Taoist tradition is called Jing Qi, which is centered around the lower belly. This is your raw primal sexual life force. The Qi, the radiance and vitality, is centered around the heart. And the Shen, which is the energy of consciousness, centered around the third eye and your crown. And so if you are out of balance in one or all of these centers, then your life is blocked and it's not flowing and you can't actually live at your full capacity. It's just like you feel like something is off and something is wrong. Yes, okay, amazing. So a lot of people recognize this. Yes, that is what happened, Caroline. Nice. So I'm gonna kind of briefly run through these three and you can just tune in to how this is for you. So starting with Jing Qi, it's centered around your lower belly and your pelvis and your sexual organs. This is your raw primal life force. When you are low on Jing Qi, you feel really lethargic. It's like you can't get up in the morning, you can't take action, like you have ideas, but you just can't find the energy to do it. And when Jing Qi is full, then you feel empowered, you feel alive, you feel this life energy, and you feel this confidence with kind of like a sexual undertone. And you can feel this in people, like actually predatory and like big animals have this a lot, like the way a lion walks or the way like a giant like crocodile or lizard walks. And also people, you know, like when somebody's filled up with this raw primal life force, you can feel it. Even if they're not flirting or doing something, you can feel this sexual undertone that is like really owned. And I've actually had this reflected to me many times where I'm like, I'm not doing anything. What are you talking about? But people are like, yeah, you're like exuding this sexual energy. And that is a quality of raw primal life force, Jing Qi. It's not like a sex thing per se, although it's linked. But Jing Qi can be replenished by working out, doing sexual vitality qigong, doing yoni egg, doing anything that really opens that lower energy center. And so much more to learn about this, but that's basically the gist of it. Qi, centered around the heart, is a quality of vitality and radiance. And when you're low on qi, then you kind of feel like dull, lifeless. It's like you're invisible. Like you can enter a room and you can go completely unnoticed. And this is related to emotions as well. You have a lot of emotional instability and like being pulled by your emotions. And when qi is full and balanced, then you are glowing, you're radiant, you're charismatic. There's this effortlessness and attractiveness. You enter a room and you just like light up the entire room. People turn their heads and they're like, who's that girl? And also emotional openness and flow. So you can cry, you can laugh, you can feel everything, and there's this emotional openness and flow. And this is replenished by massage, by pleasure, by nourishment, by breath work. Yoni egg practice is lovemaking that's really focusing on the nourishment and the radiance and opening of your heart. Let me know if this makes sense so far. Yes, that's me, tired in the morning, exactly. So let me just put the names of these in the chat as well, since you guys were asking. There you go. So you can write that down if you want to. Okay, sweet. So we have Jing Qi, we have Qi, and then we have Shen, centered around the third eye and the crown. And this is the energetic quality of consciousness and spaciousness. And when you are low on this, you have a lot of mind chatter, a lot of like overthinking, very busy, contracted mind. You can't sleep. It's just like spinning, spinning, spinning. Let me know if you recognize this. How do we balance Jing Qi? I would say replenish by working out, by, well, basically what I said before, mostly that. But the balancing comes from the connecting between the three, which I'll share in a moment. So Shen, yes, when this is low and depleted, there's a lot of busyness of mind, a lot of overthinking. And when this is full and replenished, then you have a quiet mind, you have a spacious mind, you have a quality of awareness, connection to life, source, inspiration. You're just in flow. It's like intelligence is moving through you and you don't even have to think. And this is really replenished by being in meditation, being in nature, being in emptiness, being in darkness. And all of these are replenished by being in nature and breath work. And so when there is an imbalance, for example, if you have a lot of Shen, you're very open upwards, but you have very low on Qi and Jing Qi. It's like you're spiritually open, but you're totally ungrounded, or you're like spiritually open, but you can't take action. You can't make money. You feel like, oh, I don't feel powerful in my life. You know, a lot of ideas, but no follow through. If you have a lot of Jing Qi, a lot of raw primal life force, but you don't have Shen, it's like you're physically activated, but you're totally dense and not aware in your higher centers, etc. So that's a couple of examples of how yeah, I'm just giggling at the chat. It's like a lot of recognition here. Yeah, amazing, right? It's like, duh, they should have taught us this before. And so, yes, there are specific and really amazing and beautiful practices to open all of these and to have a harmonious flow. And this is an incredibly powerful practice, and it's probably the one thing that I see missing in most Tantra retreats, to really get the nuances of the practice of how to harmonize these three centers, because there are ways to breathe and harmonize. And I almost feel a little bit mean for like sharing the taster of it without going into the full practice, but basically it's like it's too in-depth and too advanced to really share here. It's something that I share in the Ultimate Goddess Retreat and the Central Bliss course, and you can also find it by Taoist teachers around the world, especially those trained under Mantak Chia. I would recommend. And when you combine this with the yoni egg practice, then you get even more of these effects. So more sensitivity, more strength, tension release, orgasmic openness in your pussy, etc., etc., etc. And so again, if this is something you want to learn, then you can either learn it by me, or you can seek out other teachers and begin to practice this, because it's really, really amazing to see what opens up when you really learn to master this energy balancing. And it's really amazing to do after ecstatic dance, after breath work, after making love. Sometimes I do this after making love with Gabriel, and sometimes him and I, we sit after we've had sex, we sit together and we do the practice of refining sexual energy such that we are feeling really calm, really grounded. Especially if we've had like really intense, rough sex, it's really important to really balance this as well. Amazing. And so the effects of when this is all balanced is that you feel sexually open and activated. And this really feels like a connection to your untamed instinct and your raw primal sexual power. You're also experiencing grounding and empowerment. And you feel alive, vital, healthy, filled up from the inside. And this comes out as radiance and this effortless attractiveness. And your mind is quiet. So you have access to intelligence, wisdom, inspiration. And all of this flows into this beautiful integrated whole where you have the ability to ground this inspiration into action and just live in the state of fluidity, emotional balance, health, radiance, and effortless attractiveness. Yes, exactly. When you're horny all day, but not enough focused on yourself, your heart, yes. Okay, loves, so how does this resonate? This is something that you would love to learn. And one more tip on that as well is that if you're low on these, then you tend to also turn to stimulants like coffee, cocaine, computer, caffeine, like all these different stimulants that kind of like give you, like jack up your energy, but they actually deplete you. This is a whole other science around, you know, empty yang, yin. But one thing that I can say is like a combination of going deeper into yin, so deeper rest, having massage, being in nature, spending time in silence, darkness, unplugging, doing less, and activating full yang, which in other words is like working out, fitness, lifting weights, punching, like boxing, anything that activates your body. So I've been doing this a lot lately where I've been resting a lot and doing less and also working out a lot. And I'm noticing so much more sexual energy. It's unreal. And so that's another tip. Okay, I would love to learn this. Yes. Oh, I seem to be low on all three. Yeah, a lot of us are, love. Yes, please, all of this and more. I feel like my insights crying out for that aliveness and grounding. Yeah, guys, this is so... Honestly, it's like this is the most important thing, you know. If we go through life and we're low on this, then it's like we don't have access to anything. It's like everything else is pointless. And so... Amazing. Okay, yes, getting a lot of yeses. Would love to learn this. Amazing. And this, I would say, is the most overlooked key to deeper pleasure and that almost nobody knows about. That actually going deeper into yin and resting and doing nothing and also activating this full yang is this key to youth, vitality, well-being, exquisite pleasure, effortlessness. And it's really, really magical what happens when you open up into this. So women, can you, thank you, Agnes, thank you everybody. Sweethearts. Okay, so women, can you let me know, what do you think are the side effects you can imagine from embodying more of your orgasmic energy? What do you think are this, like, how would this ripple out into the rest of your life? How would this affect your emotions? How would this affect your ability to make money, your creativity, your intimacy, your health? Boom, yes. So I would imagine things like feeling more joy, feeling more inspiration, feeling more emotional openness in general, and in terms of intimacy, obviously deeper intimacy, such that we're not going through this life and this feeling of like, why is it not happening? And like, why am I not feeling anything? And why does he, whatever, why does she, you know, all these things. But there is this incredible flow and openness and juice and intimacy. And in terms of your inspiration and your ability to get things done, create and just like download and anchor in, take action, and manifestation as well. We didn't even go into today the orgasmic manifestation. I had another live stream about that recently, but so much more in terms of manifestation and our magnetic and electric power in that. And money flow, like how would you imagine like living from this place, how that actually affects your ability to make money? It's all connected, guys. Okay, so let's see. So yes, more connection to myself, my partner, more happiness, be a full-on creator of my own existence. Yes, exactly. Abundance makes me feel more magnetic. I love it. Intimacy. Yes, everything being in a flow, everything, creativity, bliss, so many things. Consciousness, expansiveness. I almost pour water on myself. Total happiness. Okay, Marina, we can talk later. Let's see. Don't know how. Okay, so I'm gonna share a bit more about the how as well. Oh wow, this one touches me. So I don't know if it's Caroline or Caroline. Very emotional right now. Learned more of sex here than in the 52 years past. Wow. That's amazing. That's really, really, really amazing. Thank you. Whew. Yeah. Oh, so many more comments I'm just seeing here now. And a retreat's coming up in Bali. Not right now, but in Spain. In Spain, we're having Ultimate Goddess in June and Ecstatic Awakening in September. Feeling powerful. Yes. This, by the way, is the logo for Desert Dwellers who are playing Ecstatic Awakening. It's a carved, confident on every level, wooden sticker. Lucci says, I feel more creative when I have great sex. I mean, I create my paintings and ideas while I have sex. Yes! Because I somehow connect to the web of knowledge, which is surrounding all over the planet. Kundalini of Mother Earth. Yeah, girl, you got it. Totally. I get pretty much all my amazing ideas while either having sex or dancing or doing breath work or yoni egg practice. So, my loves, how are you guys feeling? I feel moved to, like you said here, that in the last hour, what you were sharing also, I think Caroline, yeah, in the last hour, you have received more sexual, spiritual, and orgasmic education than most people do on planet Earth in their entire lifetime. And so I'm curious about what has been the most valuable insight for you so far. And would you love to learn more about this? What has been the most valuable insight for you so far? I'm super curious because there's been a lot of different things going through the different keys and the refinement of sexual energy and so much more, edging 2.0, etc. What has been the number one key or insight for you in this moment? So just let me know in the chat. And would you love to learn this? Would you love to learn more about this? Again, this is like there are things here today that you can just bring, you know, that you can just bring into your life and you can run with. And there's also so much more. So yeah, let me know what the most valuable insight has been for you so far, and also if you would love to learn this. Edging 2.0, using sound with breathing. Nice. Beautiful breath work. Okay, amazing. Yeah. Yes, yes, yes. And if you combine all of this, and especially if you're really beginning to feel into your multidimensionality, you're going to change everything. Edging. Okay, beautiful. Love to know more. Grounding, Jing Qi Shen balance, power of the sound, breathing and refining, balancing sexual energy, sexual. Oh, so many comments. Okay, cool, got it. Amazing. So it sounds like it's a really nice mix. Okay, cool. So the question is now, where the fuck do we go from here? And so if I just sense in to you and all the women who are on this call, then what I would say is that my sense would be that there are kind of like two kinds of women who are here. And I'll try to describe them for you. And when I do this, tune into which one do you feel like describes you. And this is not a judgment. This is just this is a moment of honesty, basically. And so woman number one, I would say, woman number one is interested. And you're like personally committed. So you're like, if you're woman number one, then you're like, yay, this sounds great. And you feel like a deep resonance, and you kind of like take notes and you experiment with the tools, and you might go on YouTube and find some more videos, or you'll learn about how to open your sexual energy, and you kind of like dabble. But there's this like, oh yeah, this sounds nice. And I'm like interested. That makes sense. Yeah, you're interested, basically. And then woman number two, maybe I should come up with more interesting names for these, but second version of woman is basically you're all in. And so what this means is that you also do everything that woman number one does, but you're also committed to go way deeper, way faster, and to just do whatever it takes. And so this would include basically whatever you feel inspired to. This would include studying with teachers and guides who can really, really take you there, reading books, doing courses. So woman number two, you travel the world wherever life calls you, and you really want to learn from the best mentors, learn from like the best people all over the world. And you're like on this accelerated path such that you are really designing your life in a way where you are on this accelerated path, you're on this adventure, and you are constantly following your inspiration. You're constantly following your bliss and where this takes you. Upgrading in such a way that through your deepening practice, you look back at yourself a year later, or even 3 months later, or 2 months later, or 12 weeks later, and you can't even recognize yourself. That's how much you have changed. And you might have had this experience, by the way, when you've gone through your life experiences and you're like, oh my God, so much has happened. I barely even recognize myself who I was a year ago. Let me know in the chat if you've had the experience where you're like going through a quantum shift and then you look back and you're like, whoa, I feel like a different woman. And now imagine doing this for a lifetime and how much you can accelerate. Like there are things that I am able to do today that I had no idea was possible. I'm talking intuition, telepathy, seeing energy bodies, like so much that is happening and opening up, hour-long orgasms, etc., that I could not even have imagined when I was like 15 years old. Or even 5 years ago, some of the things. Or even 2 years ago, some of the things. And then doing this for an entire lifetime. And then imagine what is possible and what keeps on becoming possible, and the exploration, the cutting edge of consciousness that we're on, and the exponential growth that keeps on happening. Okay, let me know if this few months. Oh, amazing, Anska, thank you. Amazing. Yeah, let me know if you recognize this feeling. Yes, yes, yes. Amazing. Financial constraints. Marina, there's so many things you can do that don't cost anything. Or very little, or it's worth it. Like I said, a lot of these things, when you start doing them, you start making more money. Because the thing is, like, if you're in a place in your life where if you're in a place in your life where you feel like your money isn't flowing, sometimes it's just like you're on the right track, just keep going. But if you're constantly blocking and holding yourself back and you can't make money because of something that's going on inside, it's so related. And so I've experienced, and so many people experience, that when you start doing these practices, that flow begins to open as well, because you go into that creative mode and you live the life that you actually came to this planet to live. Amazing. Yes. Okay. Thank you so much for your answers. Amazing. Beautiful. Okay, great. And then there's probably like a woman number 3, which is like not even any of that, but she's probably not on the call, you know, like I don't think that she would be aware of that this is actually happening. But can you see how woman number, oh God, I need to come up with better names. Maybe you can let me know. Lisa is saying, woman number 2, I have been on the most amazing journey. Yes, I'm a totally different person last year, even last month. I'm excited to see what okay, great. Okay, great. But yeah, so can you see how these 2 women in this analogy, that you get to have like really, really, really different lives? And considering that this is like your one shot in this one body, yeah, which one do you choose to be? And I really want to say that there is no must and no pressure, simply which one calls you the most and which one would feel the most fulfilling to you in your lifetime. Because there's so much more that we can tap into, so much more. Okay, so women, so there's so much that I have shared today again that you can just take with you and you can just run with it. And later I'm going to share as well about how to have an energy breath orgasm. I have not forgotten about that, but I just want to like zoom in for a moment here. There's so much that I've shared today that you can bring into your life, and it can transform your intimate life forever. And in a way, it's like if you're woman number 1 and you're like, great, I learned it, now we go. And if you're the second one, then it's like, yeah, but there's so much more. And so there is actually one place where we teach this and all of this and even more. And this is like a huge disclaimer. This is not for all women. This is not for all women. But if you want to master these orgasmic practices and you want to experience being exquisitely guided through life and feel this connection with your intuition, you want to learn orgasmic manifestation, you want to become multi-orgasmic, and you want to learn how to refine sexual energy, make more money, up-level your entire life, just become effortlessly attractive, have amazing intimacy, learn orgasmic breathwork, yogini practices, these secret, sacred practices that women should know about, but almost nobody does. And there's something here that has been downloading over the last number of months. And this is the most beautiful creation that I have ever created. Like I said, like it said in the invitation for this webinar, you will get a glimpse into the most beautiful creation online that I've ever created. Because you know I lead a lot of retreats around the world, and for those of you who are in Europe, come to the Ultimate Goddess Retreat. It's going to be insane. It's going to be unreal. And what I'm about to share with you is the most amazing addition to that retreat. It's your own deepening practice. And the majority of the women who come to the retreat will also have done these practices through this online course. And if you're not able to travel to Europe, if you're not able to travel to Spain in June and join us, then this is something you can do from wherever you are in the world. And we have filmed this. We filmed this actually here in Bali, and we have filmed, there's like incredible footage from the rivers, from the jungle, from the ocean, from our beautiful home here in Bali, from our bedroom, where the action has gone down. There's no sex in the thing. I'm fully dressed. I mean, fully as in like Bali fully. And we actually filmed one module up on, we actually filmed one practice next to, listen to this, we filmed one practice next to the crater in the steam from the volcano on top of Mount Batur. So it's not like your average, like, this is me in my office type of thing. It's like really, really, really beautiful. So this is being edited right now. But what I'm doing right now is that I'm opening space for what we call like the pre-launch phase of this. So we have filmed everything already. My videographer is editing it right now. And now I'm in the processing of recording all of the modules, all of the meditations, the guided practices. So a heads up, this is not available yet. It's being created as we speak. It is already filmed, but I'm still recording the meditations. And it's kind of funny because if I would follow like traditional advice for how to launch something via webinar, then I would have had this whole like fancy presentation, this keynote speech thing, the slides prepared and showing you all these things, but I don't have any of that. And so I just want to right now, just want to tell you about it more like I would share it if we were like hanging out and drinking tea together. So it might be a little bit messy, but I just want to, you know, share it with you because I'm excited and you're going to love it. And it's beautiful and it's made with so much love. And I just want to, you know, share this with you and give this. And so let me know if you want to hear more about it. And also if you want to see, I've made this like 2-minute video that just has like glimpses of the footage from the course, But basically, so let me know in the chat if you would like to just see that, like, if you're even like a little bit curious and you're like, oh, I don't know. But just let me know in the chat if you would like to see just a glimpse. I've never shown this to anyone before. It's like you who are here right now, you will literally be like the first ones to see this. Okay, amazing. Beautiful. Great. And so I also want to share with you what the name of this is. So this is a really, really deep dive into taking everything that you are sexually, orgasmically, as a lover, as a creative, as a woman to the next level. So yes. Okay, amazing. Lots of yeses. So the title of this course, which has been downloading in me for the last few months, is called Sensual Bliss, Become Multi-Orgasmic in 12 Weeks. And I would actually guarantee that it's like become multi-orgasmic in 12 weeks or your money back. And so I designed this as a response to seeing almost all sexual advice and practices only go into certain depth and missing out on the most powerful keys, the multidimensional keys to really take your orgasmic experience to the next level. And I also recognize that there is something really, really powerful with being able to bring this into your home, into your bedroom, into your yoga practice and self-practice, that you don't need to travel, but you can just be guided and be taken by the hand. And okay, show us the magic. Okay. Thank you, Caroline. Yeah, I was like, oh, this is not like the perfect marketing speech, whatever. But anyway, we just hanging out. Okay, so before this, I just want to actually, let me see. This is the first time I'm doing this as well. Okay, I want to ask you this. Let me see if this, let me know if this is showing up. I just published a poll, which is like, you can click on one option. So the question that I want to hear from you, this is like generally, I'm just curious. I'm really, really, really curious. And this is really important for me to know as well. What do you feel is your biggest like roadblock for going into deeper orgasm and really taking your practice to the next level? And so is it, number one, is like you feel like you don't have time or you're too busy, like there's just like too many things to do all the time and you don't have time? Or number two, do you feel like the number one thing is that you're too tired or like you don't have energy or you don't feel like it? You're just like, oh yeah, I have time, but I don't have energy. I'm just too tired. So right now it's like 33% on each. Okay, there we go. 50%, 40. Okay, this is fun to see. This is the first time I'm doing a poll. I was like, oh, this is fun. So all of you now 45 who are still on, I would love to hear this. Okay, and then the third one is I don't know where to start. I don't know what to do. I don't know what practices to do. Like, yeah, next level, but like where do I even start? What do I even do? Okay, cool. This is fun to see. Amazing. I can't believe I've never, tried this before. Okay. Thank you. Just keep the answers coming. And so if you don't feel like you don't have time and you're too busy, I want to say that I've had this in mind, that some of the practices are super bite-sized. Some of them are deeper if you want to have, nice Sunday with yourself. But some of them are like literally like less than 1 minute. Some of the keys that I'm sharing in this course. And some of them are like longer, more guided practices. And if you're too tired, then the practices in this course are going to give you so much energy and energy mastery, and also how to deeply replenish. And if you feel like you don't feel like it, it's like these practices, they kind of feel like a treat for yourself, like a bath or like a chocolate cake. And so, and if you don't know what to do, which is the highest numbers right now, if you don't know what to do, then this will totally take you by the hand. And that, I feel, is like one of the most amazing things, where it's like it just takes it out of your hands. I mean, you're still going to use your hands for some things, but like, even for me, I sign up for courses and trainings all the time because it's so nice to be guided. It's so nice to be guided. So nice to be guided through this. Amazing. Okay, so we have a clear winner. Don't know where to start, don't know what to do, don't know what practices to do. Amazing. Thank you. That's cool. Okay, and this is also done in a format. The practices, the orgasmic practices that I have created, are done in a format that I have never done before. And so I'm going to share that with you as well. But before, I've talked for long enough now. I just want to show you this like 2-minute video. I'm gonna show this 2-minute video that there's no like speaking sound, there's music, so keep your sound on. But this is just like, I just actually today just like put this together with like some cuts and pieces from different footage from the course. So now you can just breathe this in and you can get a sense from this. And so just sit back and relax, and I'll see you in 2 minutes. And we're back. Let me know in the chat what your experience was like just from seeing that. I'm noticing that I feel like a bit shy, or like my heart is pounding when I'm just like, oh, it's the first time, literally, like you were the first. Nobody other than Gabriel has seen it, but you guys are the only other ones who have seen it apart from myself and Gabriel. Love it. Thank you, Barbara. Thank you, Marina. Thank you, Emily. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Pauline. Thank you, Aileen. Amazing. Yay. Beautiful. Thank you, Bunga. Your love it. Thank you, Lucci. Thank you. Totally inspired. Looks and feels like we're, yes. This is like, I'm so excited because, you know, like I've done things before, but I've never done anything like this that is so like, oh, deeply touching. Magical. Oh, now I'm hearing from more women as well. This is Salgala, Hege, nice, Malu, beautiful. It's really fun to show this. I was like, didn't really have time to like edit. I edited this in like 20 minutes, and so I'm pretty fast with video editing as well. Oh, Krista, let's maybe we can reverse your aging. Honestly, guys, I see photos of myself from like 10 years ago, and I look older 10 years ago, for real. And also, Krista, there's something so beautiful about a woman who is in the stage of her life of the crone of like the aging wise woman, but when you wear that with grace and there's vitality, I don't know anything more beautiful. I do not know anything more beautiful than a woman who has lived through her life, and you can see like all the, you know, all the wrinkles and everything that is there, but there's this like wisdom and this poise and this grace that is deeper than anything that, you know, a young woman can emanate. And so I just want to voice that. Can really feel the deeper level. Looks incredible. Wow. Yes. Okay, guys. So this is kind of a little bit unprepared, but let me see where I want to go next with this. So like the name suggests, if the name suggests, oh, I love your support in the chat as well. Oh, wow. Yeah, you're still young for sure. Okay, so as the name suggests, sensual bliss become multi-orgasmic in 12 weeks. It is a 12-week course. And when I've tuned into this, I really tuned into like, what is the pace that feels like the nicest and the best to receive this, such that you can really dive in and you can have time to dive in and there's no rush. You can do it in your own time and there's this really beautiful tempo. And so what I felt guided to do is that every other week, so week 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, and 11, you receive a new orgasmic practice. And this orgasmic practice has an introduction and instruction video, and then guided audio for the practice, both with silence, so you can choose your own music, and pre-mixed with really amazing music. And if you've done the 22 minutes of bliss, or you've been to any of my retreats, then you know that I'm really, if I may say so, I'm really good with mixing music and choosing music for practices. And then in the weeks in between, you'll be integrating and deepening with an incredibly beautiful yoni egg practice. And so the practices are: week 1, we're having the breath orgasm release practice. Week 3, the breast orgasm. Week 5, the pussy orgasm. Week 7, emotional orgasm mastery. Week 9, we're going into the cosmic orgasm, taking everything to the next level. And week 11, we're going into multi-orgasm, edging 2.0, and or maybe 3.0, because there's so much more to it. So much more to it. And the sacred yoni egg practice. And in addition to this, we also have live calls, Q&A. You can ask me anything. I'm there every single step of the way. We'll have a secret Facebook group. And so those are all the main core practices. And what is really amazing about all of these practices are that they have been designed to follow a wave of energy through 5 different phases. Let me just see if I can actually put this into the chat so that you can see. Let me see if I can just copy this for you so that you can see the 5 phases. I don't think there's a line break, so it might just come all in one go. Okay, so the flow of the experience for all of this is that we start with awakening and activating the energy. And so this can be through shaking, or through some specific kind of breath work, or through a pussy yoga, practice or something else. And so activating is the first phase. The second phase is that once we have activated the energy, we expand and we open that energy. And again, through every single week is going to be different ways of doing this, and goes so deep and so beautiful. The third phase is to circulate and sublimate the energy that we awakened and expanded. We direct it through the body in different sequences and different frequencies and different ways to awaken those inner pathways, and also some ones that you might not have known about before. And then from this activating and awakening, expanding and opening, circulating and sublimating, we then go into surrender and flow. And this is a phase where it's very little guidance, actually. It's really inviting you into, like, where you've entered into a state that is like a trance, that is like an altered state, that is a space where you're like, whoa, I don't know I even had this in me. Then you go into surrender and flow. So you just allow your body to flow with this energy, and really allowing this to go just wherever your intelligence takes you. And then, very important, the 5th and final phase is integration, meditation, and rejuvenation, where it's like everything that you've activated, it's like an elixir for your cells. So you drink this goodness and this vitality into every single cell. And this is enveloping you in this fountain of youth. Literally, it's like balancing your hormones, breathing in the nourishment, and envisioning that you're enveloped in this beautiful golden cocoon of light, such that you can actually exit the practice, or not exit, but like you can actually carry this practice with you in a way that you feel deeply nourished, rejuvenating, which means to make young again. Re means again, and then juvenate means to make young. So you will literally, maybe we should take like before and after photos, before and after photos for this, and then you can see like the youthing that's happening throughout the course. And so those are the core practices. It's really amazing what happens when you go into this. I can't even describe, but yeah. And then we have some bonuses. And so one bonus is around orgasmic manifestation, practicing orgasmic manifestation, which is another really cool thing. Sex magic, which is very related to orgasmic manifestation. You will also learn the practice of refining sexual energy. So this will be a guided meditation that you can learn and utilize to balance, to harness this energy for the rest of your life. We're also going to have some bonuses with friends of mine. It's funny, I wrote this down today. I actually haven't asked her yet, but I know she's going to say yes. Because my friend Sydney Campos, I want to do bonus training with her around how to use your sexual energy to become a creative powerhouse and how to make more money. And so that's one bonus training. I'm already thinking and tuning into like other people that I would love to have on for this. And you will also receive a 444 euro discount for the Ultimate Goddess Retreat, which is a bigger discount than is anywhere else. And so if you want to come and join us in Spain in June, over the summer solstice, around that time, for the Ultimate Goddess Retreat, which is like the most beautiful live retreat for women anywhere on the planet, then as a member of Sensual Bliss, you also get a bigger discount for that. And the thing is that you will also be shaping the course with me, because okay, so this is the messy part. Basically, what I'm doing right now is that I'm opening this up for a limited number of women to be a part of the first wave. You can call this like the beta launch. And so what this means is that you will get complete full access, lifetime access to the course when it runs live for the 12 weeks, as well as any reruns that we do. When we upgrade the course and we add more things, you have lifetime access. It's like you pay this once and you never pay anything again. You have full access. And if you choose to be a part of this like beta launch thing, which is like now before, it's funny because we were going into Mercury retrograde, and so hopefully things are going to work for us. But basically, if you choose to be part of this, then you will also get access to the modules as they come out. Like as I create them, I will just send them right over to you even before the course is finished, so that you can give your amazing feedback and you can let me know, should I add anything, should I change anything, should I take anything away, anything else that, like, are you confused, is there anything else I need to clarify, whatever, you know, like just give your genius. And this also goes for bonuses. And so you literally get to make, like being a part of this beta launch, you literally get to make a wish as to what other guest experts would you like for me to bring on for bonus trainings, for bonus interviews, as well as live Q&As. So, you know, I'm connected to a lot of amazing people. So if you're like, hey, Ronja, can you bring that person on? Now, I may not have access to every single person on the planet. Who knows? But you can make wishes, you know? And so, and I love creating these things. So you just let me know. And so what the practical thing means for this is that for my superhero beta women, we're doing a super special prize for being a part of this, what can we call it, like power posse women's tribe. So I do not know all the details yet, but when we do the full launch, the price will be $897 with a payment plan of 3 times 333, so 333, which will total $999. And we'll probably do some kind of like webinar specials for like $597, $497. So like, yeah, I haven't decided on all those details yet on exactly what we do, but the full price will be $897 with some specials of like $597, whatever. And what I want to do for you guys, I actually just tuned into this today. I was like, this feels right, is that you basically get 600 off, bringing it from 897 to 297. So 297 for the full thing, or 3 times 111 dollars. That's basically, and the reason for this like huge crazy, because I was like, is this a bit crazy? Is this too little? I don't know. But the thing is, like, if money is an obstacle for you, I want this to be really easy to access for you. And the reason for this like crazy price drop is also that the course is still being created. The sales page isn't even up yet. You're the first one to see the videos. In a way, you're just saying like, yes, I love you. This is going to be amazing. I'm in. And you're also part of the creation process. And you'll be a part of actually bringing this to life. And so I'm estimating that the full 12 weeks will start either in like late, like in second half of April, or maybe beginning of May. That will be like the start of it, like April or May. So that's like a couple of months from now. And you will get pre-access to the modules so that you can like test drive them. So you'll get access both to like the pre-ready thing, and then also to the full thing and lifetime access, which is kind of like crazy. And so you become a little bit of a VIP when you join like this. And so we might, I'm tuning into this. This is like full disclosure, full honesty. Like we might choose to cap it at some point. Like if a lot of women join and we feel like it's getting to too many, we might just like cap it. But for now, it is open. For now, it is open for you who are on this webinar today, and also the one that's happening tomorrow. And you can sign up starting right now and within 1 week. So until I think it's February 26th, starting from today. And so again, we might choose to cap it if we get too many signups. So it's better to do it earlier than later so you can guarantee your space. But right now it is open. Yes, that is in US dollars. And so in euros, it's less. I don't know exactly what, but in euros it is less. And so let's see, I think I actually managed to just like pull this up. this. Okay, let me know if you can actually see this this offer, because you should be able to just click on that link. Now, important, when you click on the link, it's gonna say 897, and so the code, let me just double check, the code that you're gonna use for like the code that you're gonna use for this is Wonder Woman. The code that you're going to use is Wonder Woman. Just in one word. Wonder Woman, singular. Not women, but woman. Wonder. So if you click on that link where it says, yes, I'm in, then it's going to say $8.97, but you type in Wonder Woman, where it says, like, do you have a coupon, I think? And then it's going to take 600 off. That's basically it. And let me know in the chat if you want to see the payment plan, which is 3 times 111. But then if you choose the payment plan 3 times 111, then the price is 333 total, which is like a third, which is actually literally a third of what the price is going to be for the full price, $897. It's like we're cutting it in 3, which is nice. So because you're awesome. Yes, it works. Amazing. Thank you. So yes. So if you can do it all at once and it's better for you, if you do the payment plan, then, you know, it's your choice. But that is the one. So let me know if you can see this. There's also, I can also put in a direct link actually in the chat as well, although it doesn't look as fancy. But there is the direct link right there. And then I can just put in the link for the 3 payment plan, but make sure that you open this in a new window and not in the same ones that you're cut off. Yay, it works. Amazing. Thank you, Eileen. Thank you, Bonka. Yes. And you can also, Eileen will be in. Amazing. And guys, okay, so let me just take a moment and celebrate that, because this is like the first, like the moment when, you know, like imagine if you were like in among the first people who were like the first ones to be in, what would be a good example? Like the, you know, the Woman Rise movement or something, like the 1 million rising, 1 billion rising. Will you email the link? I'm unable. Yes, 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 definitely. You can also, what you can do, Lisa, right now, you can just open the link in a new tab, because then you have it there already. So since it is here already, you can just click to open a new tab or just copy the link. I'm probably gonna email it as well. Let's see. Yeah, I think I'm gonna email it as well. But so let's see. So there are 40 of you still here on right now. And so let's see if all of you are going to be in, which will be fun. But basically, yeah, you can let me know. And I would estimate that the first practice will be out within the next couple of weeks, that you can begin with like module 1, so that you can begin to experience and practice with that already. Thank you. Yeah. So let me see if there's anything else that I wanted to share about this. I'm just feeling deeply, deeply excited, because it's like this is like the first time I'm really creating an online course where I feel such incredible beauty in the practices. Because as women, you know, we don't just want to like know the tools, the step-by-step what to do, but we want to be taken on a journey, and we want to see beauty, and we want to see nature, and we want to just be like, oh, this feels beautiful. And so like the beautiful music and all the beautiful, like the beautiful music, the nature experience, the sensuality of the voice. That I really want every single practice to feel like when you press play on that practice, you're like, I'm taken by the hand, I'm guided, I'm enveloped in this beautiful experience. Feeling so excited. Yay! Amazing, guys. Yeah. Amazing. So feeling super, 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 super grateful to be sharing this. And women, for those of you who are in Europe, go and check out and come to the Ultimate Goddess Retreat. And this is really, really, really where you activate into your priestess. And when I say priestess, I mean like your full unlocked potential. And in a sense, it's like a coming home. It's like a remembering, because you are already this. It's like both a coming home and an opening up into something that's completely new. The Wonder Woman code isn't working, and I would love to join. Okay, let me just fix that for 1 second. I'm in, can't believe it. Amazing. Hey, Barbara, you're amazing. So, okay, Barbara, let me know if the Wonder Woman code worked for you. Because Pauline, you definitely spelled it the right way, the way you wrote it right there. And so let me check if it works for me, if I just like try it myself. Just so that we're all coupon code, apply. Yes, it is working. So try Chrome, try Safari, I don't know. Basically what you need to do is just to type in the code, Wonder Woman, and then click apply. And then it's gonna refresh and go from 897 to 297, which is amazing. So yeah, just try again. I just checked it now and it's all capitals. I don't think that should matter. But yeah, sure it works. Wonder Woman. Oh yeah, so Wonder Woman. And then if you choose the 3-part payment plan instead, the 3 times 111, then it's a different, hold on. For the 3-part payment plan, then the code is Ninja Chick. Had fun. Okay, had fun. Wonder Woman. Will the link to the offer be sent to the email? Yeah, I will send it. I will send it out. Again, you can just open it in a new tab right now, so you have it. Because I don't know exactly if I'll send the email out today or tomorrow or whatever, but yeah, I can do that. But I'll only send the link to the offer to those of you who are here live, because that makes sense. It's not working for you either. Okay, so let me just give you the direct link with it already filled in. And then that should be easier. One moment. Okay. Okay, so women, this is the code already filled in for, this is already filled in with the code. So you can just do that directly. And this, nice. I'm just like swapping between the windows and different things, like updating codes as we go. This is part of like when you're replenished on all the Jing, Ji, Chi, and Shen, you can get things done. Okay, and there is the Ninja Chick code already filled in for the payment plan. Yeah. And amazing. So you'll be like the first pioneer women, and you'll be like the VIP power posse, where it's like you get to make wishes, you get to experience it from the start, and you get full access, you get lifetime access, you get full access to, you know, everything, and you also get to shape it in the sense of you can give feedback. So let me just scroll back down in the chat, because you said, Carol, let me know if I pronounce your name right, Caroline or Carolina. So is it the Swedish way, the American way, or the Dutch way? Caroline. I have doubt whether my feedback will be supportive or valuable enough because of my current state. So you can probably you can maybe let me know a bit more about your current state, but I would say I really, really, really want feedback from everybody in their current states, because I really want, I don't know if it is possible to make a course where it's like, you know, if somebody had like, I don't know, whatever, like you, well, I suppose even if you're paralyzed, if you can breathe and imagine, you can still do it. So I think I want it to be valuable for anybody in their current state. And so I really, really want your feedback either way. So Renske is asking, is this course instead of the Sensory Yogini Academy, or what's the difference? This course is a different course compared to the Sensory Yogini Academy. And there's also going to be a special access for those in the Sensory Yogini Academy who have either been a member for 12 months, like 12 monthly, or that they have the lifetime access. And so if you do that, well, if you're a member, then just email me and I'll check what it is for you specifically. Bonka is asking, so hopefully that makes sense, Renske. Just email me and we'll figure it out. But yeah, this is an upgrade from the Sensory Yogini. It's gonna go way deeper. So Sensory Yogini, I love the Sensory Yogini, but it was like my first attempt. This one is way more pro, I can tell you. You're gonna love it. So Bonka is asking, is the jade egg the best in your opinion, or do you also use yoni eggs made of other stones? I love this question. I'm like, do I have it with me here right now? I used to use the jade egg and I don't anymore. I also used to use rose quartz, jasper, black obsidian, amethyst, citron, and a bunch of other ones. Maybe jade used to be my favorite. For the last, I would say, 2 years, I have only been using the tachionized yoni egg, which is made from fused quartz crystal that has then been placed inside a quantum technology chamber, turning it into a permanent antenna for the tachyon energy, which basically is like light encoded transmission on the quantum level. It is an electromagnetic field balancer. It heals every cell in your body, and it is the most exquisite, pleasurable tachionized yoni egg that I just on the planet. It's like the comparison between the tachionized yoni egg and jade is like the difference between jade and plastic. It's just unreal. And so if you want me to, I can send you a link. It's not, I don't sell those yoni eggs, but I can send you a link, or I can put it in the chat if you want me to. Maria says, hey, I tried to, so Bonka, yes. Just let me know. Yeah, amazing. I don't want to distract with like too many other things, but I guess you can just also save this one. You can also save this one here. So basically, Bonka and everyone who is curious, just this is really like when you sign up for the course, you're going to want to have a yoni egg that has a hole drilled through it. And so this is going to be sent out to you, but you can also start, you know, practicing with it right now. So this is created by one of my first Tantra teachers, Ma Prem Sarita, together with a clairvoyant quantum scientist. And It's amazing. The pleasure once, the G-spot once, and everything is just really, 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 really beautiful. And so you can save this link and use the code LOVEYOGA, which gives 10% off of everything. Again, this is not my site, but I just love this stuff. So you can use that. Yes! Amazing. Nadia adores Taki and Yoni eggs. Yes. Okay, Emily, amazing. So I'm going to get back to you personally for the lifetime access to the Sensual Yogini Academy. Amazing. Caroline, you cannot pull my energy down. Not possible. Carolina, okay, Dutch. Okay, amazing. There we go. Where can I register for the Ultimate Goddess Spain? So here is the link for that. Yay, Pauline, welcome. Okay, it's amazing to see so many of you joining. That's amazing. I'm really, really joyous to see this come in. It's working for more and more of you. Amazing. Pauline, Barbara, Eileen. Okay, Maria, try to pay. The email is already taken, it says. That's a really good question. Okay, I can actually see your email right here, so I can just like check up on that, and then I will message you and yeah, I'll message you and let you know. Basically, I just put your email into a note so that that's all clear. Okay, guys, we're already going like for this round. We've gone for about an hour and a half now, and before that we had gone for like half an hour as well. So just want to begin to wrap up. Oh yeah, I love Kevin. Yeah, you cannot bring my energy down. Oh, sweethearts, it's really beautiful to see more and more of you joining. And again, so like since you're finding out about it first, and I'm gonna do more webinars. It's probably not gonna be the same price. Like for tomorrow's webinar, I'm gonna do the same because it's like the same webinar. But then it might be that in a couple of weeks I'm doing another webinar and whatever, and then I'm gonna be raising the prices gradually for this. So you guys who are finding out about it first now, yeah, you're on the forefront basically of this, and the sooner you get in, the lower the price and the better your chance is for being a part of the VIP Power Policy for this. Amazing. Are you organizing the Goddess Retreat in December in Bali again? Not in December. Maybe the Ultimate Goddess Retreat will happen in March or April. We're talking 2020. March or April 2020. So the next Ultimate Goddess Retreat is happening in June in Spain. That's the one. Yes, Barbara. The answer is yes, you do. You do. I will send. Well, basically for the retreat in June, I obviously know that you're a member, of Central Bliss, but you can also just mention it in your application. For the Ultimate Goddess Retreat, it works in such a way that you first apply for the retreat, and then you receive a personalized response to your application. And in that response email, there will be a link with a discount code that you can click and buy a ticket. So, yes. Beautiful. Amazing, guys. Okay, so keep it coming. I see more and more women joining. It's really fun to like have the other kind of back end open here as well. So yeah, just big congratulations to all of you, and I cannot wait to. Many more women will be joining as the weeks progress, and just cannot wait to get started. So to wrap this up, I want to share with you the process for how to have an energy breath orgasm. So let me know if you're done. We can just like log off, but let me know if you want me to share this. And you'll also learn this more like in depth, as in like a guided practice in the Sensual Bliss course as well. Okay, great. So I'm going to run through this like really fast. Again, you're going to learn this in depth in the course, but I just want to like mention it right now about how to have an energy breath orgasm. And I'm also curious, how many of you have ever breathed yourself into an orgasm? And for those of you who need to leave, just big hugs, lots of love, and yeah, I'm looking forward to it. It might be in the coming days as well. You know, you're joining Sensual Bliss. Really, really excited for you all to join. Okay, amazing. Yes. Okay, so ready for the formula. So there are many ways or many techniques for the energy breath orgasm that can work. And the more you do this, the more it opens naturally. But there is one specific technique, one specific way. I have not, Emily. Well, you will after the Sensual Bliss course for sure. I have, yes, not, yes. Okay, cool, amazing. So this is like a very, very beautiful way of doing it. So the way you start is that you start with connecting your breath. So open mouth connected breathing in a similar way. Remember when we did it in the beginning for just like 2 minutes, 1 minute, and how much awakening happened already in your body through that. So you begin this open mouth connected breathing, really charging your body. You can also squeeze your pussy, and you're going to be learning more about this, you know, in the Orgasmic Bliss, in the Sensual Bliss course as well. And then what you do is you begin to direct the energy up through your chakras gradually. So you're going to begin by sending your awareness and energy into your root center and begin to just charge that space. And then you're going to begin to loop the energy in gradually bigger loops. So you begin to loop between the first and the second chakra, between your root, your base, and your lower belly. And then between your base and your solar plexus, between the base and your heart. So you keep on breathing and you're visualizing for this energy to keep on looping larger and larger circles. It's like starting with almost like a mini microcosmic orbit and then taking it larger and larger and larger up into the throat, third eye, and crown. And this whole sequence could take 5 minutes, 10 minutes, half an hour, depending on how much time you want to give to it. You can play amazing music. In the course, it's going to be guided also verbally. And so you can just plug and play, but you can also do this by yourself. You basically breathe yourself all the way up to the crown. And when you come to the crown, you take some deep breaths into the full orbit and into all your chakras from the root to the crown. And then when you have moved all the way up, you take around 25 to 35, so around 28 or so faster breaths. And so this would be something like or and with every breath in, I'm squeezing my pussy. And so this is not fire breath. It's not pushing the exhale. You really want to emphasize the inhale. You just do that fast, about 28 times or so. And this is really going to bring you into that state of like fucking natural high and just buzzing everywhere. And then when you have done those, and you just build, supercharge the body, you're going to do 3 what is called clench and holds. And the clench and hold is that you take a deep breath in, so like 20, 25, 26, 27, 28, deep breath in, and then you engage and squeeze your pussy, hold your breath. You can even like tighten everything, like condense the energy. You can even like make fists and like just squeeze everything for like 2-3 seconds. And then you open and release and let your body move however it does. And then again, deep breath in. It's like you gather all the energy and you let it go. And then gather all the energy a 3rd time and let it go. And the first 2, I would say, do it pretty short so you don't stop the energy. You just like gather And let it go. Squeeze. And then the third. You can hold it for another moment on the third one. And you let everything go and you let your body move however it does. And you trust the instinct of your body and that you're so much more orgasmic and so much more intuitive than you think. And so this is the practice for energy breath orgasm. And even just like semi-describing it, it actually gets me all like tingling and buzzing with this as well. That is the formula. And this can be done either sitting, and you can move your body, you can squeeze your pussy, you can make sounds as you're breathing up through the chakras, or you can be laying down with your legs bent so you can move your hips, or you can even do it like on all fours, or you can just let your body move between positions however, you know, it wants to. All fours, hands and knees, all that. Okay, my loves, I'm feeling that this is a really nice and natural place to stop. So I'm gonna send you, I don't know, well, but in the next day or in the next couple of days, I'll send you the links and the things to the broadcast. You can also open them in new tabs right now. And I can see that more and more of you are joining here as well, and so that's really, really beautiful to see. Really beautiful to welcome you. Amazing. Yes, more women joining. So I just want to send you so much blessings, and I also love that for the Essential Bliss course we're going to have live Q&A and live group calls, and so you can really get the guidance there as well, which is really, really, really beautiful, and all that good stuff. And I also really want to know from you, if you feel like you do not feel like joining Essential Bliss, I also want to hear from you, and you can just like private message me or email me and let me know why not, or like what would make it a full fuck yes. Like I said, more bonuses will be added, but just so that I know for my information, like what would make it for you a full fuck yes? Like what are you looking for that's like, yes, if that was there, I would be in. And so I would love to have that feedback as well. And for those of you who are ready to dive in, then that's really, really beautiful. And I'm tuning in. And you can also let me know, like, what other bonuses, like, do you want to have? Nadia, mahalo, thank you so much. Do you want to have a live weekend? Do you want to have some extra VIP calls? Do you want to have something else? And so, yeah, just thank you so much, everybody. Sending so much love and so much blessings. All of those of you who are still here right now. So we have Krista, Nadia, Cecile, Lorena, Sabrina, Barbara, Candy, Anya, 2 Barbaras actually. Emily, Gala, Lorian, Mar, Leonora, Dio, Caroline, Monique, Evelina, Hege, Machel, Machteld, Bonka, Anna, Eileen, Mombi, Roxana, Claudia, Maludi, Maria, and Maria, too. Amazing, guys. So sending so much blessings and just grateful. Looking forward to diving in with you. And now I'm gonna go and see my man. I'm gonna have a really nice dinner. And also one thing, guys, is that, yeah, it might be like until tomorrow or something, because right now it's 7:42 p.m. here in Bali. We're 7 hours ahead of like Amsterdam, for example. And so normally I would be like, okay, cool, so let me get off this and I get on the emails and do all the things. And I'm like, no, I don't feel like it. So I feel fully committed, but there is something too, like when we as women, we're like, my well-being matters. And one of the amazing things that I would recommend is like being screen-free as much as you can after 7 p.m. or after 8 p.m. after sunset, you know, depending on when the sun goes down. But like somewhere around like dinner time, just like start being, if you can, like screen free. fucks up your circadian rhythm if you look at a screen too late at night. And so just with that, I'm going to like not be on emails and do a lot of things right now, but I'm gonna like be grateful and satisfied with this presentation, and with presentation sounds a bit formal, with this hangout, with this girls' night, and go and have a dinner with my man and, you know, ride him or something. It's the last day of my period today, so yes. Anyway, so thank you for your sweet words, Evelina. Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone. Enjoy your evening, enjoy your day, enjoy your morning. Lots of people from all over the world. See you inside Sensual Bliss. And thank you for letting me show the video. That was a really special moment as well. We have had so much fun. Oh my God, that morning when we climbed the volcano to film, we filmed the yoni egg practice on top of the volcano. Next, like literally laying in the crater. In the beginning of the video, and by the way, if you want to see the video again, then you can actually, and I'll probably send this to you as well. So you can, it's like, if you want to watch the video again and just be reminded, because it's like right in the beginning. In the beginning, you can see the drone footage that is there in the beginning was actually the footage that we had from when we were climbing the volcano. And then it goes into, you can see me there standing next to the crater. So you can just open that one, open that one in like a new tab. Oh, so much sweetness in the chat as well. Mahalo, thank you, tak. Thank you so much for everything. Love you all. Blessings, and see you soon.